Imagine you're going to a hotel for a convention center and you're with your friend and you guys get your stuff into your hotel room and you guys are kind of chilling for a bit. You're in Chicago and you look out the window. It's kind of getting dark out, but not too dark. And you're like, you know what? Why don't we go and grab something to eat and kind of like just go around Chicago? So you open the door and you head out, but by the time you go through one of the doors, you find yourselves walking through like this corridor and it's kind of weird. It's not that weird, but because it's kind of an older hotel, but it's kind of long and kind of like disorientates you and you're like, that's weird. But then you find yourself somehow making a circle and you see your hotel room and you're like, what the heck? I thought we were leaving. You were able to get in this hotel. So, like, that's kind of weird. You're like, okay, maybe you weren't paying attention. Maybe you guys were like, oh my God, not us getting lost. You finally go out one of the doors and you find stairs. You're like, oh, finally, how did we miss this? So you go down the stairs, but by the time you get to the very bottom, it's a dead end. There's just a wall there. And you're like, okay, that's kind of weird. It's an older hotel. So maybe they just haven't finished this area or maybe they put up a wall, who knows. So you go back up the stairs, you open another door and you find yourselves going in circles and you're a little bit confused. Now you're pretty hungry and annoyed and angry. You're very hangry. You're like, what the heck is going on? You're kind of anxious though because you're like, this is weird. You got into the hotel, you got into the room, there's no way you can't get out. You finally find yourself finding another door. You open it and it's just a brick wall. Okay, this is weird. Is this a prank? Are you on like a TV show? Is this like what would you do? Like what would you do if you're trapped? You're kind of confused. You're like, am I in a haunted house? Like this is weird. You can't really seem to find your way out and you don't really hear anyone, but you're just like, okay, this is kind of weird. But that's when you guys finally find another door. You open it and you fall. It's a trap door. You fall into a room. It's just like a box. It's just four walls around you. There's not a single door. There's not any windows. And you try to call for help. You and your friend are like freaking out. You're calling, but no one's coming for you. You have just fallen into a trap of the H. Holmes murder castle. A murder castle designed by America's first known serial killer. You're most likely going to starve here, or you might be gassed until he comes for you and he takes you down to a basement where he'll most likely torture you, dissect you, and then sell your bones to a medical school. You're probably one out of his 200 victims. And this is the case of the first serial killer recorded in America, H. Holmes and his murder castle.